Tennessee cerveza.
It's time for the beer podcast, Morty.
Worst beer podcast ever.
Steve and Adam, funny guys.
Hop Nation USA, beer podcast leaders for over 5 years.
Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic episode of the Hop Nation USA podcast. This is episode 260. 100 more, and we've done a full rotation.
How fun.
Ain't that something?
How fun.
I'm Adam. That's Steve.
Yes, I'm here.
He's always here.
I'm trapped in the microphones. I can't help it.
Well, you did escape the computer.
Yeah.
And now you've gone over to the microphone itself.
Well, you see, I'm like the electric gremlin from Gremlins 2. So I just kind of live wherever the electricity is and the power is.
All right. Well, we don't have to worry about feeding you after midnight. At least.
That's also how, I get to go on other shows. So,
This thing, electric gremlin.
yeah. Somebody makes a transfer call and I go on to another show.
Man, I really hope you do have a Twitter handle called the Electric Gremlin.
I'll never tell.
I'm going to look it up.
Good. I hope you start interacting with a stranger. It'll be fun for you.
I am not unconvinced that you are part of some sort of beer Twitter handle.
Yeah.
That stirs shit up a whole lot.
Sure. And people thought I was Nihilist Arby's for a while, too. There's a lot of possibilities out there.
I feel if I can figure out which one you are, I should win some sort of prize.
Yeah, that's the game. It's always been the game. It's like, if you can figure out where else I exist on the line, then you win.
Where in the world is Electric Steve?
Yeah.
But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about us. We're not here to talk about Steve's online shenanigans or his tomfoolery.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to talk about beer. Not just any beer.
Homebrews.
Homebrews, and not just any homebrews. Homebrews are going to be part of a homebrew fest.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Is there supposed to be more?
No, that's just me being surprised. I'm surprised at my own content.
You're just that damn good, Steve.
Yep.
But yes, we have a special guest on this episode, Bryan Llewellyn of the North Hills Homebrew Fest.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You are the, I would say, the master of ceremonies, the proprietor, whatever you want to call it, the guy running the show.
Organizer.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Organizer.
Yeah, organizer makes sense. He's the one that takes all the shit. He gets all the submissions and then has to turn that all into organization.
Yeah.
And then has to get everybody ready for it. But
guy sort of knows what's going on.
Yeah.
He's the one that gets to wrangle all the cats.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. But we've had Bryan on in the past. He's just been in for studio shows, but he's also been on our previous North Hills Homebrew Fest episodes as well. So, but this week we're bringing Bryan on to give a little promotion for that event coming up this weekend. It's a lot of fun. We have fun there. Unfortunately, Adam and I got the Covos.
Yeah.
Not again, but it's just because we got the Covos that ruined our brewing schedule.
It ruined a lot of things.
Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, we won't be able to feature beer, but we still want to feature the event because we have a good time there all the time.
I was going to say, that looks like an opportunity for us just to go on the other side of the tables.
Yeah.
And try everybody else's beer.
Right. Do some drinking.
Yeah.
Not that we didn't do that in past events anyway.
Yeah, but we could do it at a leisurely pace.
Yeah.
And fully enjoy yourselves.
Yes,
Right.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we have Bryan on this week. But on top of being an organizer, Bryan is also a home brewer, which is why he's interested in this.
And why we're interested in him on the
Right.
show.
And this week, Bryan has brought a couple of the beers that he'll be featuring at his table when you go to the event. And so I'm going to turn it over to Bryan. Why don't you introduce the first beer you're going to have us try tonight?
All right. First one we're going to have is the Caught in the Rain, which is a Pina Colada milkshake IPA.
Oh.
Coming in at 7% ABV.
Dope. What is can you give us some of the like brewing techniques? Like, did you put full on coconuts, pineapples in there? Did they go in the mash? Did they go in the boil? Did they go in the secondary?
Yeah. So it was a traditional IPA brewed with lactose. And then the secondary, I put in 42 ounces of pineapple puree and 1 pound of toasted coconut. And then right before, or right at kegging, a little bit of vanilla.
Nice. Nice. Well, we're going to pour it up and we'll have some tastes for you right in a second. Okie dokie. We poured up Brian's Pina Colada IPA. And we poured it up out of a great big bottle. That had one of the classic, what are those corks called?
The swing caps?
Yeah, the swing cap.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the classic swing caps.
That's actually a Arsenal cider house growler.
That makes sense.
It does add up.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those in my day.
Yeah. But looking at it, it looks like a deep hazy IPA.
It does.
You said it's 7.5%, right?
7.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks a little on the darker side of what you would find in like double IPAs. So I was
Correct.
thinking, yeah.
On the nose, you're finding that pineapple. That toasted coconut's coming out a little bit as well. I have a question. How did you toast your coconut?
In the oven.
Excellent. Because that's how I do it.
Baking sheet, parchment paper, really low, and just keep an eye on it because it can turn brown and burnt in a second.
Yep. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a different method out there, or the way I'm doing it is the way you're doing it. So
Same way.
I mean, I guess you could get like a creme brulee torch and go at it that way.
I could.
You could. I'm just saying. You asked if there was a different
There
method.
is.
I gave you one.
I mean, that would give me a reason to buy one of those.
I mean, obviously, toasted coconut is not in a pina colada, but for sanitary reasons,
Right.
right.
you have
Also,
to toast it.
it's your recipe. You can do what you want.
That's correct.
So is there a particular name for this beer?
Caught in the rain.
Oh, you did say that earlier, didn't you?
Yep. So
Yeah, he did.
if you like pina coladas,
Caught in the rain.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely got a lot of that pineapple up front, and like it has a sweetness on the nose. What hops did you use?
good question.
I know. That's why, I asked. That's why I have the microphone. I'm in charge.
Let's see, Citra hops
Okay.
and Simcoe.
Okay.
So this Simcoe, Citra in the boil, and then a little bit of Citra in secondary for dry hopping,
Okay.
along with the pineapple and the coconut.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't get. Usually we associate Simcoe with like piney flavors. I don't get a whole lot of that.
Just for the bitterness.
Yeah.
It's pineapple.
Right.
No.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Moving on. Bad joke. Moving on.
But yeah, tasting it, I get a lot of sweetness on it. It's kind of reminding me, not fully there, but it's kind of reminding me of like the decadent ales.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
Yeah, because you don't get a whole lot of IPA
Yes.
out of this. So
Yeah.
like,
This is my kind of IPA.
right. Yeah.
This is up my alley.
Yeah, this is definitely a fruity IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This walks you into the water rather than like a 6-point resin that just dumps a bucket on you.
And which will be perfect on a hot Saturday evening
Perhaps
on
this
August
Saturday.
27th at a particular festival near you.
Hold on, just before we get there, we'll get there before we get there. But yeah, I just wanted to say it's approaching those decadent ales, but those decadent ales get like really sickly sweet.
They do.
And that's not what I'm getting on this. I'm getting sweetness, and I'm not getting a whole lot of like hops that would burn you out or anything. But it's sweet and it's nice and it's pleasant.
This stays in the enjoyable range.
Yeah, you need the sweetness just to bring out the fruit.
Yeah, I like it. Good beer.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm enjoying it too. Missing a little coconut.
Missing a little coconut.
Missing a little coconut. That's all.
All you got to do is have a little toasted coconut on the side.
Yeah.
Just pinch a few flakes in.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, hey, that was what people were doing at Barrel and Flow. Some people had made. I think it was the Butler Alliance.
Okay.
Bash.
Yeah. So it was Bash, not Bash Brew, but as we know, but Bash Brew from Butler.
Bash with a bunch of periods in it.
Yeah. Bash the acronym, not Bash the person. They brewed I think it was some sort of wheat beer for Barrel and Flow.
Okay.
But then you could get a tahine rim. Yeah. To get a little spice, a little extra spice.
Okay.
So yeah.
That sounds really good.
I'm up in
It was
the
decent.
I'm up in the air on this one. I get coconut like every other sip. I don't know
Okay.
what it is. It's just yeah. I don't know if I'm talking myself into it or what.
If you build it, they will come. It'll get there.
Maybe, yeah. Put a little to the side. I'm going to let it warm up.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just too cold.
Maybe.
Yeah. But let's move on. And as it was already mentioned, there is an event coming up. It's coming up this Saturday. But go ahead, Brian. Why don't you give us full deets on the North Hills Homebrew Fest?
All right. This Saturday night, starting at 5:00 for our VIP attendees, the VIP session is an hour long. It's a blind tasting of 2 each of the beers from each brewer, and the winning beer from that gets to have their beer brewed at Penn Brewery at a later date, and also served at both locations, the airport and the Northside location. General admission starts at 6 o'clock, and those tickets are still available. I think VIP is probably sold out by the time you hear this. And general admission is $25, and that will last from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. And this is our 5th. Well, it's not our 5th year. It should be our 6th one, but because of
It's your 5th non-consecutive.
Yeah, because of that thing we won't mention, we had to skip a year. So this is officially our 5th one.
Right on. I mean, it's still cool though that despite that hiccup, you guys were able to come back and continue to put the event on.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Which is a really good event.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, we had a good time at it. Can you tell, because since it is a homebrew festival and everything, a lot of these are for charity. So can you tell the people like what this goes towards?
Yeah, so this goes to the Shriners. So what this money goes to is to help them put on the events that they do, such as parades and the clowns and things like that. That they actually raise the money for the hospitals. We're not raising money for the hospitals; it's to help the shrine raise money.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just they're a nonprofit, so
Correct.
It helps them
Right.
Yeah,
stay in business as a nonprofit.
correct.
So, yeah, right on. But yeah, and of course, you get features of some of the best homebrewers in Pittsburgh, and we've already mentioned him a couple times. But Bash Brew,
Who's that?
Adam Bashline.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he is a champion of last year. If you are a fan of the show long enough, you may have heard somebody bitching a good amount that his smoked beer went unnoticed because somebody else brewed a much better smoked beer.
I have no idea who that is either.
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, Adam Bashline will be returning, so you can help him or defeat him. If you have VIP tickets in defending his title.
And I think he has a spicy beer coming this time as well.
Yeah, I believe he's doing a spicy beer, and he'll also obviously have his classic Joe Janator.
Nope.
No, he doesn't have Joe Janator coming in?
South of Heffen? Is that how he says it?
Oh, South of Heffy.
Yeah, that's
because
it.
it's a Slayer reference.
Yes.
Okay. I guess he was bringing Joe Janator somewhere else, but I don't know.
Well, it's at a Jojitorium near you
Yeah.
all the time.
All the time, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he'll still have it. Maybe that's not in competition. Maybe he'll
That
just
does be in reserves or
I don't know if
Yeah.
he's listening to this. Maybe he'll bring me some.
hint.
But yeah, check out the South of Heffy. I've had that as well,
Mhm.
and that is it's a very good beer and also Slayer.
Yeah. So if you want sort of the inside scoop of what the future of Pittsburgh beer and Pittsburgh brewing is going to be,
Mhm.
this is a fine event to get that information. See who is on the rise.
Yeah, there's another person who'll be brewing there and presenting there as well, and we had him on the show last year. He was when we did the show at the event,
Mhm.
but Tommy of 60 South Brewing will be showing up as well, and he recently won the Breweries in PA Invitational.
Yes.
So he won the Pittsburgh leg of that, and he'll be going out to what is it? It's I keep wanting to say Mechanicsburg, but that's not right.
It could be Mechanics.
No, it's not Mechanicsburg. It's where Rusty Rail is.
Oh, Mifflinburg.
There you go.
That's it.
Look, I swear there's a Mechanicsville somewhere in PA, and there's a Mifflinburg, and there's a Mechanicsburg, and yeah. But yeah, he'll be going out to the Rusty Rail, competing against all the other home brewers
Right on.
for a strap, a title. They actually
Yes.
have a belt.
Which it's a good looking belt.
good
It's a good looking title. But just some additional information. Designated driver tickets are available
Yes,
as well.
$5.
$5. I'll get you in the door. If you want to help your friends have a good time and make sure they're safe, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
And there's-
Keep them semi-normal while you're
yes, keep them corralled, keep them respectable. There's food there as well, correct?
there. Yeah, Starlight Lounge, which is a friend of the Shrine, will have food for sale.
Nice. I know you've had like various vendors. Like I know there was jerky one year, and is CNC Malt going to be back out there?
No.
Okay.
We have 2 vendors this year. Yetter's Candy, which is in Millville. They
Okay.
are going to be selling milkshakes.
Oh, nice.
And we also have Elf and Wild Farms, which is beef jerky and dried meats and smoked meats and all that type of things.
See, there you go. Something for the designated drivers. Get some milkshake.
With plenty of samples. Yep.
Get some milkshakes.
And even for those of us that are not designated drivers, still get yourself a milkshake.
Yeah, whatever.
They are very good.
I haven't had a good milkshake in a while.
Well, that's your fault.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
How far are you from a Brewster's?
Like 6 minutes.
All right. Then.
I have no one to blame but myself. I understand that.
You're kind of far from everything out here.
It's where we're at, middle of nowhere, but within 8 minutes, I've got everything. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of nice.
Yeah. It's seclusion, but convenience. Seclusion, but you can still have pizza delivered, so it's not crazy.
Yeah, without having to convince anybody.
Right.
No, I swear.
Without having to beg. You can get pizza from like an actual chain instead of somebody's like side hustle business that's like a drug front.
Although when I do that, I still got a pizza joint that's like right up the street from me.
Yeah,
Still makes good pizza.
Yeah. Yeah. You're all good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, don't you worry about that.
I'm just saying from my living.
Well, yeah, you're.
I have fucking dick all. I have probably 3 pizza places. They're all garbage.
Yeah, you got greasy pie
Hell yeah.
coming at you.
All greasy.
Oof. Yeah, you could buff a car with that stuff.
Hell yeah. But
Ooh. Anyways, that's not why we're here.
nah, I mean can be, but we just bitch about bad pizza. But,
We could.
but yeah. Any other changes, or do you have like maybe an inline on some of the beers that people can expect?
No real changes. We have 19 homebrewers coming. Over 50 different beers.
Dang.
Few sours, IPAs, lots of IPAs, lagers, ales, wheat beers. We have one seltzer
Oh,
coming.
okay.
So nice variety of different things.
So this
Stouts,
is
porters.
oh, okay. I was gonna say, so this is something I noticed at Barrel and Flow this year, and it felt like kind of the theme at Barrel and Flow was smoked beers and ginger beers.
None of those.
None of those.
None of those this
Okay.
year.
Was there any smoked ginger beers?
There might have been one. My brain is failing me at the moment.
Say if there isn't, there should be.
Yeah, but there was definitely a lot of
got an
smoke.
idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke and ginger. And so like that seemed to be prevalent. I was just wondering if you saw like any of those popping up, or if you saw like there's any trends that you're noticing with your tap list.
No, not this year. Last year it was a little bit different. We did have smoked beers. We had a lot of different spicy beers with peppers. This year, not so much.
Okay.
Well, fruit beers, pineapple. Yeah, pineapple seems to be the popular thing this year.
Right on.
Okay. Yeah, just curious. Did you see any lagers coming up?
Quite a few, some Dunkels, Municals. Yeah.
I like all of those. So I know this episode's coming out relatively quickly before the event on Saturday, because you should be listening on a Friday. If for some reason there is a home brewer that's listening and they've got one in the chamber ready to go, but they haven't registered, can they get a hold of you and do a final minute registration?
Yeah, I guess we can let them in. Yeah, just I guess shoot me an email. I guess.
All right.
Yeah. I could. Yeah, I'll post my email on the site on Facebook.
Okay. We could give them like a password. That way, they heard it through the podcast.
You can do a Hop Nation sneak in.
Yeah.
There it is.
I guess
That's the password.
Yeah. So, like, I believe is Tom Wagner returning?
Tom
as well?
is. Yep.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Good friend of the show, Tom Wagner.
Yep. Tom's usually always there. He's
Yeah.
an excellent brewer.
Yes, he
excellent
is.
brewer.
We actually have a full list of all the breweries participating, and I saw one that stood out to me,
Which one's that?
and that's Chip'd Toof Brewing.
Yes.
Chip'd Toof, he was just participating in Barrel and Flow with Abjuration. And Brian mentioned how there's a seltzer on the docket.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's bringing another seltzer, but that's what he brewed with in collaboration with Abjuration. Is he brewed their Peach Rings sour,
Oh.
which was incredibly good.
Oh.
Like it didn't taste like any other seltzer I've ever had.
How so?
Well, it didn't have that medicinal trash flavor, for one.
Well, if anybody can get rid of that, it's Abjuration.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was also it was very bright and drinkable.
Oh, okay. So it was
So-
more of a treat.
Yeah, it was a drink. It was a treat, but also it was a pretty decent palate cleanser too.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of heavy shit there. Like I literally had a a barrel aged coconut death from Revolution, which was a 14% stout.
That sounds really good, though.
Yeah, but like my tongue was like wrapped in fucking boozy velvet, and I'm like, you know what? I know what'll fix this.
That's right.
I'll go get that seltzer and clean my tongue off. But yeah, Chip'd Toof does really good stuff. I believe they won a couple other events in the past as well.
I believe it.
Like I think they won the Ambridge Festival, or won something at the Ambridge Festival
Okay.
that was like judged by Fermata and the other one, Ultra Genius.
Yes.
So yeah, Chip'd Toof is on the rise. That's one to look out for.
Yeah, and the one fun thing about kind of putting all this together is when you get the list of beers from the brewers, it's sometimes a challenge, let's say, to figure out, okay, where am I putting this?
What are you supposed to be?
Yeah. I never heard of a sour milkshake IPA before.
Right.
So where's that going?
Yeah, you have a lot of these beers listed out, and then like you have it listed out in a nice spreadsheet, built in Excel, I'm sure, or Google Sheets. But some of these are reaching all the way to the end.
Yeah, very creative names.
Yes.
And lots of ingredients listed.
Yeah. So we were talking about Tom Wagner, and coming from Wrenchworks, he has something called Motor Oil, and it is a barrel-aged chocolate habanero porter with vanilla beans.
Yes.
That one takes up almost the entire.
Yes.
Hence why it's on 12 by 18 paper.
Right. Another one is a Berliner Weiss with chamomile, rose hips, and hibiscus.
Ooh.
That one's coming from 60 South. So, yeah, I'm looking at this list. There's a lot of good things on this list. Coffee beer Munich Helles. From Ott Tap House.
Ott?
Ott Tap House.
Ott as in
OTT.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we have some new folks this year too. So.
Yeah, that sounds pretty new. Another name I recognize because I believe we had them on the show is Tapmore Brews.
Mhm.
I believe they got their start like during the pandemic.
Yes.
So yeah, but they're coming back as well. So that's good to see that they stuck with it and they're keep on going.
Yeah,
Porky Pig that one for some reason.
I was actually hoping to get them Bones on this year, but he has a family thing going on, so he couldn't make it.
Right on. Yeah, this is a nice good list. Everybody should be excited to go.
Mhm.
And
There's something for everybody.
And this is the only place you can try these beers.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, like with the way homebrewers operate, you can go to another homebrew event. They're not going to have this stuff.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
Even if it's supposed to be the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're still in experimentation mode.
Yeah.
Well, they're still in experimentation mode. They only have so many, capacity limit. So they'll be cycling out and they'll just be brewing for the season. So
Yep.
yeah.
Dollars and hours.
Yeah.
I actually had to remove 2 cakes from my fridge to put these 2 beers in it.
See, there you go.
And speaking of these beers,
Mm-hmm.
have you had a chance to warm yours up a little bit?
Yeah, I let it warm up a little bit, and I actually did start getting more coconut, like on the back end.
Right on.
So yeah,
I didn't. I
Okay.
drank mine.
You
too
just
fast.
drank it all.
I just drank it all. I couldn't not.
Yeah.
It's a genuinely good beer.
Hey, thank you.
yeah. It's definitely really enjoyable. It's again not as sickly sweet as those decadent ales.
Mhm.
I haven't drank one of those, and
I
don't
can't
know-
do that
yeah,
anymore.
I don't know how fucking long.
I just can't.
They just got too crazy and too gross, and I'm sure they got grosser after I stopped drinking them.
Yeah.
but I had stopped.
I didn't leave decadent. Decadent left me.
Yeah, but yeah, what you have here is like a nice even keel. It doesn't. This is one for not the IPA drinkers, despite it being an IPA.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
So I think this is an all around. Everybody will enjoy this one.
Yes.
If Adam likes an IPA, then it's a win for me.
Yeah. I mean, you've done that similar in the past though, because you had that key lime pie.
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
one.
another Pina Colada beer last year too. It was a whip beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually just instead of using real pineapple and coconut, I just used coconut rum and pineapple.
Yeah. That key lime pie was killer.
Oh,
though.
thanks.
Did you just on the same vein? Did you happen to get the abjuration one?
I did not.
You would have loved it because it was.
I know. I know. Anything with coconut in it. Yeah. I love it.
Agreed. So what do you say we take a quick break, get a fresh beer poured up, and we're going to do something
Okie doke.
because we have microphones and time
Yes.
and a guest. So we got to do something.
Nice.
Okay.
So we're going to go through some messages. We'll be right back. First Sip Brew Box is a one-of-a-kind subscription service for craft beer lovers based right here in Pittsburgh. Every month, First Sip will send you a box full of craft beer enthusiast essentials, including t-shirts, glassware, and even food. Right now, our friends at First Sip Brew Box have an offer for you. Just sign up for a 3-month subscription and get your 4th month free. Just enter the code HOPUSA when you sign up at firstsipbrewbox.com. That's HOPUSA at checkout to get your 4th month free at firstsipbrewbox.com.
When you're done listening to this podcast, check out mine. It's called Beer in Front. Every week I talk about a classic beer that maybe we've forgotten along the way. I'll also talk about new beers that have potential to be classics. As the Chicago beer guy, I also talk a lot about great craft beers in the city of Chicago. That's Beer in Front wherever you listen to podcasts.
Welcome back, everybody. This is still episode 260 of the Hob Nation USA podcast. I'm still Adam.
I'm still Steve.
I'm still Brian.
We went 3 for 3.
Hooray.
We didn't even rehearse that.
Good.
That's what you get when you get podcast veterans on the mic.
It's a professional.
That's right. But yes, we are talking homebrews and homebrew fests. And where can you find the best homebrew fest this weekend?
North Hills Homebrew Fest.
Yes.
At the Shrine Center in Cheswick.
Details online.
Yeah.
Just search for it.
I'm glad you didn't get like even more specific with that. Like, where can you find the best homebrew festival this weekend in Pittsburgh, in the greater Western Pennsylvania area?
East of the
Probably the only
tunnels.
one in Pittsburgh.
But yes, we are here talking beer. So that means that we need to have another beer poured up.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're talking homebrews, we've got homebrews with us. And Brian, what is our second homebrew for this episode?
So our next one is Blackheart Inertia. It's a 7.5% black IPA.
Hell yeah.
I knew
Steve was going to like that one.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's an easy sell.
Well, wait till you try it first and then.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, hey, as a former winner and medal holder for his black IPA, I both enjoy black IPAs, but I can be very judgmental of them. So let's pour this one up and we'll see how it goes.
All right.
All right. Well, we've got Brian's black IPA poured up.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit the black part. You got that.
Yes.
Got there.
Yeah, while it was being poured up, I mentioned that if you didn't say anything, I'd have been convinced it was a stout.
It is very dark.
On the nose, I'm getting a lot of hop. And so what hops did you use?
All right. So Amarillo, Columbus, Chinook, Simcoe, Columbus, Nugget, and dry hop with Simcoe.
Okay.
So I'm going to default to you, Steve, on this one. Because I can smell it, and I know what we're going to be getting into.
So honestly, I don't think you're going to have that much of a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it has like the slightest little bitter back end. But there is just a lot of bitter roastiness all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. I get it.
Yeah. Like it has like notes of coffee all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And so you didn't use any actual coffee in this, right?
No.
Yeah. So that's always one of the interesting things about black IPA is like when you mix the roasted chocolate malts, which I'm assuming you used.
Did not.
No?
Oh. What did you use? If you don't mind divulging your secrets.
Maris Otter,
Okay.
Okay.
dark Munich, rye malt, flake barley, and midnight wheat.
Okay.
there
Midnight
it
wheat.
is,
That'll
midnight
get you.
wheat. Yep.
Yeah. There's like Maris Otter. That's not quite dark. And then dark Munich, I don't think I've used before. But
With midnight wheat. I used that last year.
yeah.
I may have used a little too much.
Midnight wheat. Well, yeah, really. Because like you need less than a pound to turn anything darker than hell.
Well,
So,
guess what? I
Yeah.
used a pound.
I know.
Same here. There's a pound.
That's right. Leave nothing to chance.
Yeah.
And it was actually kind of up in the air about the rye malt because I know rye gets a little spicy, but I used a pound of rye. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this is pretty good.
Mhm.
Like you,
Agreed.
like I was saying, like that's one of the interesting things about black IPAs is you do get those coffee flavors without ever having to introduce coffee into it, just because the hops will add, a specific bitterness to it.
Right. Yeah. I'd be proud of this beer.
oh,
This is a
thank you.
good beer.
Well, 2 for 2 with Adam on IPAs.
Yeah. What a hell of a
Did I win an
show.
award?
Possibly. It's very possible you get an award for doing that.
I don't know that anybody has ever done that.
Right. Yeah. And for me, yeah, you got me. You got me.
All right.
Yep.
Don't know it's better than mine, but
Well, of course not.
And I don't know that I've got any left in the archives to do a side-by-side comparison.
That would be fucking terrible.
Oh,
Like 2-year-old black IPA against a fresh one? No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing that.
I got to stack the deck somehow.
No.
And it is also 7.5%. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not.
Yeah, I came across some old home brews that we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Did you drink them?
the first sip.
Yeah. Bad.
I think I still have Hop Nation
You might.
brew in my refrigerator.
Sure. Yeah. They exist.
They-
They're just out in the world,
I think there might be a few downstairs still too.
taking up room in people's fridges.
We never go away.
A lot of stuff taking room up in my fridge.
But yeah, that's the other thing. Like now that you mentioned it, that it's like 7%. Like it has a really nice mouthfeel. Like you didn't put any lactose in this.
No lactose.
So that's good.
It was a 70-minute boil, so it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because it is just noticeably thicker and fuller
Yes.
than, what you get from obviously regular IPAs. But I'd say it's even thicker than like a porter, than like what you would consider.
And maybe that's why it's kind of drawing me in, because it does have that fullness to it. And it does have a good level of maltiness to go along with the hops as well. So maybe that's what's kind of,
So I could have really thrown off the guy that puts this list together and said it was a hoppy porter.
Yes, you could have fucked yourself over.
it's all in the marketing.
But
So what do you say we enjoy these
and
get into a little bit of a game?
okie doke.
This is a game where nobody loses.
Oh, that's good.
Everybody wins.
All right.
So we are going to play a game. I don't know. We've played versions of this,
Sure.
but I don't think we've played this one in particular. We're going to play Build a Fest. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 4 or 5 different categories, and we are going to build our ultimate beer fest.
Okay.
Now, a couple of ground rules.
Yeah.
Number 1, it can't be a homebrew fest.
Okay.
Number 2, if you are a homebrew fest organizer, you can't use the same people and you can't use the same venue.
Can't use your contacts.
All right.
That's right. Only because we already know that's a good one, and we don't need to dogpile on everybody else.
We know it exists.
Yes. So we're going to build a fest.
Okay.
And we can do this. Steve, you can go against Brian. You can do it collaboratively.
I feel like we should all do our each, and then maybe we just throw it up on the Twitter. So
Yeah, like a
I like
collab.
that. Okay.
Votes on it.
All right.
Who has better fest?
Yes. So first things first, we need a place to hold it. We need a venue. Now, this does not have to stay in Pittsburgh. It can be anywhere, and money is no object.
Oh.
Except for the moon. We're not going to the moon.
Money is no object. Okay. Well, now that you've said that, I'm already like out of the country.
I can hear the gears turning from here.
Yeah, I'm already out of the country, and I'll tell you where I'm at.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Venice.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I can't think of another beer fest out there, and maybe it's Venice or maybe it's just Vegas where they have the Venetian gondola.
Ah, okay.
Boat up, gondola up beer fest.
Oh, okay.
And you take gondolas to the stalls and you wait in line, you get your beer from the gondola, you travel Venice. It's all that fun architecture, but you got beers in your hands.
Damn it, that's good.
Smart.
It is
I
good.
like it.
Yeah, I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
I was going to go to the Sydney Opera House.
That's also decent,
You know,
but it's not a boat up gondola.
it is not a boat up gondola. Man, that is good. Brian, you got to bring us home on this
All
one.
right. Well, I'm going to stick with the boat theme, and I'm going to do a fest on a cruise ship.
Oh, okay. I like
Okay.
that.
I don't think they have one of those.
Not that I know of.
No,
Yeah.
if they don't, they should.
If they don't, they will eventually because there's fucking like everything on there. There's pro wrestling cruise ship. There's
Right.
there's heavy metal
Right?
cruise ship. Yeah.
And there's always drinking, so why not?
Yeah. See, that's why they don't do it.
Why?
Because they want to like get all your money from what you're buying at Senior Frogs or Guy Fieri's fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they
That's
get
why
you.
they don't do it. But
Right.
maybe you can
Hey, we're
if-
throwing money around.
right, if money's no object, then you can tell Carnival, here's the fucking set price.
Yeah.
We'll buy the offset of
We'll
what
just-
you'll lose.
We are renting this boat for a week.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
Carnival actually has their own beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They isn't it brewed out of Intracoastal?
Uh,
Or It's brewed out of somewhere
It's in Florida, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could say that. Either that or Cigar City. I'd believe either one.
Yeah, no, it's their own specific brand. We've talked about it before.
I know we have, but it's been...
Yeah, because I think it was on our
Years.
Florida episode, but it's like they contract brew out of a space. And I thought it was the intracoastal space, but it might be somewhere else.
I had it over the summer, and I believe it says Carnival Brewing Company. So I don't know if they just slap that on there.
Yeah, they just slapped that on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they have full taps, and I think also Guy Fieri has his own like beer on cruise ships and shit.
He has a restaurant.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
It's not that good.
Sure it isn't. It's fucking chicken tendies on the sea. Who cares?
Exactly. Frozen burgers.
Yeah.
all right, so our next one. And Steve kind of covered this one already.
Uh-huh.
We need a theme.
Yeah, boat up. Mine's boat up.
Yeah. So obviously, homebrew is out. So no.
Oh. So can't be homebrew.
It cannot be.
We'll do wine.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. How would we go about with that?
Same as a beer fest. Set up a bunch of tables. Put
All
a bunch of wineries behind it.
All right. I like it.
Go from muster station to muster station.
So I've done something similar with that. It's called a wine walk, where all the vendors have everything set up, and you can taste their wares, take as many samples as you want, and if you really like it, you can buy a bottle from them. Buy a bottle, and at the end of the event, you go down to a second station where they have all the wine and all the alcohol that you bought ready for you to load up in the back of your car and take home.
Same with buying alcohol on the cruise ship.
Pretty
Pick
much.
it up at the end of the cruise.
So I hate to help the competition on this one.
Go ahead. He's a guest.
But Brian, I'm going to add a little twist to yours.
Okay.
And we're going to call it all decks.
Okay.
And every deck is going to be a different alcohol.
Oh.
So like one deck is wine, one deck is beer, one deck is cider, one deck is mead.
Right.
Another deck is whiskey.
Or tequila.
Or rum if you're
Rum,
going in the Caribbean.
Damn it. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just call it all decks aboard.
There's usually about 9 decks
Yeah.
on the cruise ship.
We can come up with 9 different alcohols.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I like it.
Yeah.
We're seasoned enough.
Yeah.
Damn.
Didn't mean to help the competition, but that if that's the way to get me on a cruise ship. Like if you're going to put me out at sea with a bunch of other alcoholics, then all right, then it has to be like all out. I can't just go on for wine.
Right.
It has to be ciders. It has to be meads. I have to like get midnight buffet and get my whiskeys and my Buffalo Trace.
I'm going to the old fashioned deck.
Yeah. I'm not coming back.
See, we should collab on this.
Yeah. Leave me on the island.
There's nothing for me in the outside world. So for me, I would steal from the ATV world. We're gonna have ourselves a poker run.
Okay.
So for those that are not familiar with a poker run, it's a bit of a road rally, and there's 5 stations.
Okay.
And you get a playing card at every station, and you put together a poker hand.
Okay.
And they're obviously all randomized cards, and whoever has the best poker hand wins.
Okay.
So you have to go to all the different stations. You can play 2 hands or 3 hands or something like that, because you're not just going to have 5 tables.
Right.
No one's going to do that.
Sure.
So put together, a whole bunch of hands, and whoever has the best hand wins the grand prize of whatever it may be. If you want to throw in on the extra pot, it just adds a little extra, little extra something, a little incentive to go visit all the tables.
Okay. Again, to help the competition.
Yes.
Now, you said you're doing this at the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
But we already said money is no object.
This is true.
So we're expanding this to all of Australia.
And it's going to be an actual poker run.
Yeah, you're doing like the Mint 400 from Perth to Sydney.
Okay.
And you get to stop in the Outback. You pick up your cards. You fight your kangaroos.
Take a tractor home on the day.
Yeah. And like you get a driver to drive your Baja buggy across the Outback. You're just there to fucking yell out hard turn right.
Yeah.
Even if it matters or not.
So like
that
an
would be
Uber
good.
Baja.
Yeah, it's an Uber Baja.
All right.
All right.
400 or however wide across Australia is.
Thank goodness money is no object.
Yeah, that's
All right. We're going into a lightning round. I just need first thing that comes to your mind.
uh-huh.
These are real quick, real easy. So we're getting into the setup. One giant session, multiple sessions.
Yeah, mine's got to be one giant session.
Okay, Brian?
Multiple.
Multiple? All right.
Yeah.
Now that we've got through that, why?
Well, see, mine is going to go from day to night, and I need everybody at my event to experience just like, they get Venice in the daytime, but then you get the Italian sunsets.
Okay. All right.
You get to live your Tuscan dreams.
Live your Tuscan dreams. Good Lord. Brian, what's your theory?
Multiple days. I have 9 decks of drinking.
Yeah, you kind of have to. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have lawsuits.
Yeah. That's also how you kind of like spread it out. Like I've been on a cruise ship, right? And then like they call people like by their last names or whatever.
Yeah.
And like you go to this muster station if you have this fucking last name.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it. It's like, Thursday, everybody S through Z goes down to the fucking tequila deck for lunch.
Oh, man. Could you imagine going to the tequila deck on day 4?
I wouldn't.
No, that's got to be in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. Okay.
Skip that.
That's a rest day. Yeah. VIP, yes or no? Are you going to have a separate VIP experience, or is everybody getting in the same time? Same experience?
Yes.
There are arguments both ways.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes.
Yes to VIP.
Yes to VIP.
Okay.
And the VIP experience, because money is no object, it's actually a rail trip. It's a 3-day rail trip. Starting in other parts of Italy.
So it's a 3-day bender to get to the 4-day bender.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 3-day bender to get to the Gondola Fest.
Brian, VIP, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Because it's 9 damn decks.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody's trapped on there. How do you
make it better?
Yeah.
Nope. No VIP.
What about you? What's your VIP?
I would have to go no as well. Especially if we're banging through the Outback.
Yeah.
How can you make it better?
Right. Well, you get to fight a kangaroo.
That's already on the docket.
Yeah, okay. But maybe you fight too.
Just a tag team match?
Yeah.
All right.
You fight the kangaroo.
Or you get to meet Crocodile Dundee or something.
Oh, no, that would be good.
There's a Paul Hogan stop.
Is.
There's a Paul Hogan photo op on your way through.
All right. Next one. Judging of any kind of the beers / wine / alcohol. Professional or crowd-based? That's what I'm looking for. Professional or crowd-based?
Is there a people's choice?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Because this is now an event in Europe put on by an American. And to be the most obnoxious as possible.
Oh, good Lord.
There's no professional judging. It's just all what the people think.
Brian?
Yeah. I think, if you're voting on something and it's your favorite thing, you want to see if it wins. So sure.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I feel that the people's choice is the way to go, especially for these giant, elaborate beer fests where money is no object.
Yeah.
Because if money is no object, people are just going to start buying judges.
Right.
So let's get to the people's choice.
Yeah.
Let's hear it from the people.
Yeah.
The riffraff.
Yeah. Us common folk. All right. Collabs. Yes or no on any collabs?
Special deck.
Ooh, we're up to 10 decks now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we'll just eliminate one of the alcohols. Collab deck.
Sorry, tequila.
Collab deck. Yeah. Tequila stay home. Tequila stay home. Don't come. So yes, but caveat.
I'm listening.
Because again, this is an event in Europe, but is meant to play to like tourists.
Yeah.
All the collabs are coming from different countries.
Damn it.
So it has to be like Germany and just like 2 breweries in Germany brew a beer together, and that's a representative.
Okay.
2 breweries in France brew a beer, and that's a representative.
I like that.
So it's like you get almost like a Epcot Center Mickey Mouse fucking tour around the world with some collabs.
I think I would have a hard time having the French collaborate wine with anybody.
You get saisons is what you get.
Man, I don't know. I might go no on the collab.
Yeah, no on the collab?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might just say no.
Just let it be Australian beer?
No, we're bringing everybody in.
Okay. Everybody.
Everybody. Yeah. Money is no object. So we're bringing in all the best beers.
Okay.
but we're gonna have to fly it in, so that's gonna get expensive.
Yeah, that's hella expensive.
I know.
You gotta try to fly Trillium from Boston to Sydney.
Maybe. And that's going to lead us into our next question. You are allowed to have one special guest or surprise brewery that will attend. Nobody knows that they will be there, but they are a surprise. Who you bringing? Who you bringing, Steve?
Again, back to the whole theme of, American tourists ruining Europe.
Oh, no.
There's only one brewery I can think of that screams American. Like a lot of breweries out there, Allagash doesn't scream American. They do very well. They do classic styles better than some of the OGs.
Yes, they make good stuff.
But if you want something that just screams American, then you need Old Martin House. Out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, just bringing in hot Cheeto-ass beer, pickle beer, serving it to some of the most highfalutin guests from all of Europe.
Except for that one rich guy who showed up in Zubaz.
Right. The one rich guy the one Mark Cuban of Europe.
Exactly.
Who fucking gets it.
Packed 2 t-shirts and flip-flops. That's it.
He's got Crocs.
Oh, you're so right, though.
I know, right? Just like that's how Europeans think of Americans, that we all are just hot Cheeto pickle ass beer people.
I mean,
so
not wrong.
Yeah, no, not wrong.
Brian,
they get 10 taps.
I think I'm gonna go 2 ways with this. I can really yinzer it out and just say everybody's getting Iron City.
Yes,
and force it upon the people, or maybe New Glarus.
Ooh. That's a good choice.
Yeah. Because it is just so good, and
because that was going to be
not everybody gets to have it. So
yeah, that makes it a very premium event, because it's you either get it in Wisconsin or this cruise ship.
Yeah, or you don't.
Right.
Or you don't, or you get a mule.
Damn it, that was going to be my choice.
One for you.
That means I gotta be quick on my feet.
Okay.
So I guess you know what? I am going the homerism route.
All right.
You know what? I am. I'm going abjuration.
Sure.
Everybody has to be exposed to abjuration.
Abjuration for Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Abjuration?
Wait, say that again?
Abjuration?
Yes.
Abjuration?
Damn it, that would be good though.
They got that candy sir.
Just an abjuration deck?
Yeah. You don't have a deck. That's not you.
I'm horning in on his stuff.
No, you can't.
Damn it.
It's just one that stops on your
Yeah, there we go.
Uber Baja race.
Yeah.
You're the abjuration in the outback.
So that kind of shows where I'm leaning towards, which is the best one.
You've lost confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna go show up on the boat. Hope nobody minds. All right, so one final guest. We should have a musical act, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They are not a headliner. They're there for background music. Whilst we enjoy the beer fest. Who's going to be our musical act?
Ooh, I need time to think about this.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. So, Adam?
Damn it.
Yeah, you go first now. You
right.
inflicted this now.
I did. And I think there is a good answer for this that I will figure out as soon as I finish this sentence.
You stop stalling.
Maybe. But not that. Maybe the other one. Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Iron Maiden.
Oh,
They make their own beer.
And they can fly themselves there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Bruce Dickinson, he can... whoosh.
That could be a stop. There's just like a random ass airport with giant Iron Maiden 666 jumbo jet sitting there.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right, that's on my list.
Okay. Weird that you didn't pick AC/DC, but
That's true, but they're not quite the same anymore.
they're not quite the same. But here's the thing, Adam. If you're doing a Baja race, how the fuck are you getting music in? You're pumping it in through the radio.
So
Live stream.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Brad Johnson's already gonna be there.
Okay.
I don't want him working on his vacation.
I'm just saying, it could just be over the radio. There's just a radio station of AC/DC that you listen to as you go through the album.
Isn't that automatic when you're just in Australia?
Yeah. So you're saving money.
But money's no object.
All right. For me, I think I'm going to, again, be obnoxious.
I expect nothing less.
Right. And like you think, hey, like you're in Italy, and so you could get just like some nice violin and concertina music, and nope, Full-on German Oompa band.
Yes.
In Italy. Okay.
Yeah, right. Just ignore all the cultural aspects that they have and bring in the Oompa band.
You're bringing it together.
Yeah. Tying everybody. Everybody is one big happy Oompa family.
Yeah, and then they play covers from like the 2000s. The Billboard Top 200.
That would be fun.
That'd be fine.
I don't know any names of these types of bands, but got to have a good yacht rock band.
Yeah. Like a Christopher Cross.
Yeah. Yeah. You're on a boat, so why not?
Makes sense. Yeah. You got to find somebody with like a real deep catalog though, because again, you're there for weeks.
Right. Maybe a Hall & Oates.
Okay, yeah, Hall & Oates. That's like
They've got a good catalog, and they're from Pennsylvania.
yeah,
So, you're like, hey, Keystone Buddies.
yeah. It's a
You
yacht.
want to go to Australia or get on a boat?
Why are you trying to take them to Australia now?
I'm going to Australia. I'm off the boat again.
I'm off the boat. I want Hall & Oates in Australia.
Hall & Oates, Brian Johnson,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
What's not to love, man?
Yeah, I think you're trying to add too many to your tour. You just
This
said
is turning into my catalog.
Yeah, you picked one and then you're just like, I just want to listen to what I listen to on the radio.
We're going to have a band at each stop.
Ah, that's true. It is my beer fest. I can do what I want.
It's your beer fest, but then you have to allow us to have our own bands. We have to have more than one band.
All right, everybody gets 2.
So you just have 2 bands leapfrogging from stop to stop.
Yeah, why not? That way they get a rest day.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm still good though with my Oompa cover band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, these are good ass beer fests.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to space these apart.
Oh yeah.
Well, not beer fest. Just fest.
Fests.
Alcohol
That is
fest.
correct. Because man, I'm gonna need some recovery time after these.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we play Build a Fest.
Okay.
I like to think I won.
You like to think so, but it'll be the audience's choice, as we already talked about. The people choose.
Yes.
So we'll put that up on the Twitters. I don't know, Saturday or whatever. It'll just be a poll that runs all week. I don't give a shit.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Or at least till Steve wins.
Right.
Until
I find a way to get enough votes.
Oh, I win. Done.
And polls closed.
So what do you say we get back to this beer? This black IPA?
Uh-huh.
Good beer?
Good beer. I'll say as it warmed up, I started getting more of the hop and vegetal notes on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So like it still announces itself as an IPA like on the tail end.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a nice drinking experience all the way through. I don't think this one's as accessible as your first beer.
Agreed.
But if you like IPAs and if you like black IPAs especially, you'll be into this beer.
I'm saying if you're at a beer fest, you got a puncher's chance of somebody's gonna like an IPA there.
Yeah. And if
They're not
you,
for everybody.
Yeah. And if you like stouts and porters that are more on the bitter side, not the sweet side,
Correct.
not the pastry shit.
Yeah.
But if you like just like a classic, I'm thinking about like the Lincoln Ave porter.
Mm-hmm.
That one's just kind of a straight down the middle, but it has like a nice roasty bitterness to it.
Yeah.
Or I would say this is far more bitter than like a Guinness, but
It is.
it's supposed to be.
Right. That's the point.
Yeah. But if you're kind of into those styles, wade into this. You might find yourself liking some black IPA.
And where
I know
can
I
you
do.
get this black IPA?
This Saturday at the North Hills Home Brew Fest
There you go.
at the Shrine Pavilion in Cheswick.
Tickets are available, but going fast.
Correct.
All right. So I think we're going to do a little mini podium.
Okay.
As what we've been doing. We're going to rank Brian's 2 beers and then throw in a third beer just as a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I'll start because it's pretty easy for me.
All right.
Black IPA's gold.
Okay. All right.
It's excellent beer. I like it. It has all the notes I enjoy out of a black IPA. So I really enjoy that. And Caught in the Rain will go silver. Again, it's very drinkable, and I think that has a far more mass appeal, and I think a lot of people will enjoy that drinking it this weekend. And then my shout out, because I don't even think it's fair to compare,
Okay.
but I've been talking about it other shows. But I want to talk about it here because we didn't talk enough about like Barrel and Flow Fest because we kind of, you went on vacation.
I did.
We missed a week. You didn't go.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't think you went either, did you?
I did
Brian?
not.
So I need you two to know about this. At Barrel and Flow Fest, there was a brewery out of Georgia, and they were called the Brick Terrarium,
Okay.
and they came to kill everybody.
Oh.
on their tap list, they had a 20% IPA, a 21% braggot, and a 25% red ale.
That's just straight gasoline.
It was.
Wow.
So, I've been giving the shout outs to the 21% braggot,
Okay.
which, as we know, is a mix of beer and mead.
Mhm.
And that braggot, can't call it beer, but
Right.
like that was so flavorful and it hit all the right notes and you couldn't tell it was 21%.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But it was like, it was pineapple ginger.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the pineapple was very forward on the front, but the ginger was incredibly heavy. So like if you've ever eaten raw ginger while you're eating sushi and you get like that kind of tongue burn and
Yeah.
it was perfect.
And 21%.
Yeah. That's why I don't think it's fair to compare it to just regular beers.
Right,
Because
yeah.
this was fucking nightmare fuel. But yeah, that 25% red ale was total fucking gasoline.
I mean,
Why?
Yeah, I'm curious how they did that because it seems like once you get past a certain point, you got to get into like icebox at that.
You'd think. And I was too drunk to ask at that point. So like I theorized though, because it was sickeningly sweet.
Okay.
So I don't think they actually got to the ice distill part of it. I think they just literally kept loading the mash up over and over and over. And then like it just got so alcoholic that like the yeast couldn't like transform anything anymore. And that's why it tasted like fucking sugar. Yeah.
I kind of want to try that now.
Oh yeah, it's worth trying just to check. Like it was the last beer I had that night.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it sent me to the shadow realm for a minute. Like
You finished off the night good.
like there was a minute where like I was just like hands on my knees, like up against the wall. And like Kelsey's husband Jeff was talking to me, and I was just like, "You gotta give me a second. I can't."
I just won 15 rounds.
Yeah, so like I just started like it was just a mild amount of spins or anything. Like I didn't throw up, but just my brain like shut off and went.
Just had to reboot.
Yeah, I was just like, "Whoa, this went terrible."
Woof.
Quickly. But yeah, overall, Barrel and Float, good time. Lots of excellent beers there. Everybody had a fun time as well.
Good. Glad to hear it.
You two jerks
Yeah.
shouldn't miss it.
I know. Next year. Next year, hopefully it won't.
Good.
That is not my plan to miss it.
Good.
My plan is to go.
Well, then just, find out in February.
Right.
It gets planned very early.
Well, unfortunately, so does the vacation.
Well, then hold it off. Tell them wait till February to plan.
And then everybody can come to Barrel and Float with me.
Right. You can bring all your damn brothers down.
Good Lord. You imagine that?
Yeah, that's what people want. Give the people what they want. They want to see all three Reardons just shit tanked bumping into each other.
Just 3 drunk turtles.
Yeah.
That would be a good time. But I guess it's not my turn to go talk about some beers.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go bronze. Bronze, I'm going to go with a beer that I did have on vacation. This was a local. This was their Northern Outer Banks Brewing Company. That was their Corolla lager. That was the only brewery I was able to go to through the week. Part of that was because I actually got into some sake, and that ruined some plans.
Hell yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Hell yeah, it is.
But yeah, it was a nice Pilsner. Is what they're calling it. I was calling it a lager. Potato. Sure. That was good. To the beers we had tonight, I believe I'm going to go opposite of what Steve said. The black IPA, I'm going to put in a very strong silver. Good beer, well crafted. I liked it. I would definitely recommend it to others. And when you are at the North Hills Homebrew Fest, go find it.
Yeah.
Go drink it.
Yeah. I mean, it won't be hard. It's not as big as Barrel and Float.
True.
Like there's literal skipping I had to do with that. But like you'll be able to find everybody. But definitely, we're giving the seal of approval to Brian's beers this week.
Just yell out, Yen's got that black IPA. Somebody will point you in the right direction.
Right.
Right. Because it's the only one there.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, guess who's winning the medal this year? Fuck.
But in the gold medal position, I am going to put that pineapple roasted coconut IPA.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
That is my kind of IPA.
Sure.
which is not quite an IPA.
Which is not an IPA.
But no, again, good beer, well crafted. Go find it when you're at the Homebrew Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it.
Yeah. Also, be sure to check out like Bash Brew, 60 South, Chip'd Toof. I can guarantee they're all going to have good beers.
Mm-hmm.
Wrenchworks
Yes.
by Tom Wagner. I ate that fucking barrel-aged coconut habanero. What the fuck ever.
Yeah.
15 words. I need it in my face.
It's going to be good, though.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, Brian, it is your turn. Did you have another beer through the week?
I
besides
did.
the two that we had tonight?
I did. I was at Chris Haas on Friday night, and I had the Hustle Juice. It was a session hazy IPA. It was delicious, very citrusy. I think I put 3 of them away with
Nice.
no issues at all. And
Sure.
just on a hot night, just very refreshing. So in the silver, I'm going to go with the the Pina Colada Milkshake IPA. And then in the gold, obviously the black IPA,
All
which
right.
you could find both beers at the Tap That Brewing table on Saturday night.
Nice.
Right on. Well,
That's all I've got.
yeah, that's all I've got. Brian, if you just want to give like one quick plug for like the website event the event website.
Yeah, just go to seriousshriners.org, go to their event page, and you'll find the event. And if you wait to get your tickets on Saturday at the gate, you will pay $10 more at the gate.
Okay.
So get your tickets before you show up.
If you're listening on a Friday,
As you should.
you have less than 24 hours to get the good price.
Correct.
Clock is ticking.
Yeah, get it done. But awesome. Well, thanks again for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your beers with us as well.
Always.
You had some good shit, and we're always excited for home brewers who are doing good things.
Yes.
In the future, I hope to do another episode for Brewing Up Your, because I love that event.
Yep.
We'll get back to that one as well. But in the meantime, if you want to find us on social media, all you have to do is search Hop Nation USA. That'll get you Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you want to listen to brand new episodes of the Hop Nation USA podcast every Friday, as you should, then search Hop Nation USA in your favorite podcatcher like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anything that starts in pod or ends in cast. We're on all of those platforms. And if you're on any of them, leave a 5-star review because
We are a 6 Bash Brew title defense show, but they only let us defend 5.
and that's a bigger crime than that goddamn COVID taking me out of the black IPA medal race this year. Ooh, motherfucker.
Oh, tell us how you really feel, Steve. But yes, again, Brian, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for
Always
having
a
me.
pleasure. We're going to go drink some beers.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye. Had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yes.
Set that one right on up.
Yep.
Literally the only event I've ever won.